Hello and welcome. So, if you are based in Switzerland and you want to find out how to achieve financial freedom, this video is for you. Stay tuned. So, welcome back. Here are the 7 steps that you need to follow if you want to attain financial freedom in Switzerland. Now, I know maybe we think, living in Switzerland is so expensive, becoming wealthy in Switzerland is so expensive. Well, it's doable. I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it. And financial freedom means you don't have to work again for the rest of your life. Now I know that sounds ideological, but it's very doable. You can choose to continue to work if you want, but you don't have to, because your investments will be able to pay off your monthly expenses, your annual expenses. So you're free. You can decide to change jobs, to travel the world, whatever you want to do. You can live life on your own terms. It's up to you to do that. So here are the 7 simple steps for you to follow if you want to retire or achieve financial freedom in Switzerland as a millionaire. Step number 1, you need to know your FIRE number. So FIRE stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. You need to know exactly what this number is. And this amounts to 25 times your annual income. Okay? Now I'm going to break this further in the series of videos that come, so don't stress about trying to understand it now. I'm going to go more in depth into it and show you exactly how you can calculate your FIRE number. So step number 1, you need to know your FIRE number. Step number 2, you need to create a plan for your money. Creating a plan for your money, just some people call it like living by a budget, having a budget. This just means every month, every franc coming into your account, you know exactly what it's for. It has a plan, it has a purpose, and it goes out to work for you. So I'm going to go more in depth in this course, so you can go and watch the videos about that. Now, step number 3, you need to prepare for a rainy day. And what this means is you need to have an emergency fund of at least 6 months of your annual expenses, or 6 months of expenses. So this is not 6 months of an income, of your monthly income. So if you make 5,000 francs a month, but your expenses are only 3,000, then you only need 18,000. Okay. Now I know in Switzerland we have unemployment insurance. So if you were to lose your job, you should be covered. But sometimes there's a delay between when you get the money from them, and also you also have only 80% or 70% of your income could be covered. So this means that you have this gap between the income you had when you're working and the income you have when you're not working. So that's why it's still important to have 6 months of an emergency fund. And this also means that if you have any emergency you have to pay for, your car broke down, you have to fix something in your house or plug something somewhere, you have this money. You don't have to tap into your monthly salary to pay for that. Okay? So step number 4, you need to plug the leaks and protect your wealth. So plugging the leaks means paying off debt. Now let's imagine you're thirsty and you want to drink some water, and you go to the tap. Would you go to the tap with a sieve that has holes in it? No. Why? Because every time you open the tap, the water flows through the sieve. You don't have water for yourself. So that's what debt does. If you have debt, it's constantly taking from your wealth every month. So you're not able to accumulate wealth. So you need to aggressively pay off your debt. You have to do this before you start to invest. I know some people try to invest first and then do this after. No, do this first and then invest afterwards. Okay, so that's the first part of step 4. The second part is to protect your wealth. This means you have your health insurance. It's already mandatory to have health insurance in Switzerland, but you still need to have things like legal insurance. I highly recommend it. Car insurance in case you have a car accident, and then home insurance to cover yourself in case there are any accidents at home or damages. Like a couple years ago, I had like a water spillage. I was watering some of my plants, and the water spilled into the hard floor, the wooden floor, and they had to replace it, and it was over 1,000 francs. And thankfully I had insurance to cover it, and my insurance is less than $300 a year. So imagine $300 was able to cover that 1,000. That was a worthy investment. So I highly recommend you have that. Legal insurance is another thing you need to have. So personal liability insurance and legal insurance. This has helped me a lot. If you have a court case or you have something with your landlord or your neighbors or whatever, you need to have this. So this includes like your renter's insurance, that really comes in handy if you have conflicts with your landlords. If you have any landlords, then this will be coming very, very handy. So step number 5, you need to max out your 3A contribution. That's your third pillar, Drite Sole. You need to max this out. Right now, it's almost 7,000 you're able to contribute every year. What this does for you is that this money, and this has to be an investment account, not insurance, okay? Because you remember you already have your insurances. This is investments. You need to max this out. This will give you tax savings. It allows your money to grow tax-free. It also protects you. You can use this cash later as a down payment for your house. If you want to buy a house or an apartment in Switzerland, you can contribute that. And I go more into this in the videos where I show you the best one in Switzerland, the one that gives you complete coverage for everything, even disability insurance is included into it. Okay, so you need to max this out every year. After you've done step number 5 of maxing out your Drite Sole, your third pillar, then you move on to step number 6, which is you need to make sure you invest up to 20%. Your target should be at least 20% of your income should be invested into good growth funds. And I talk more about this in the investment videos. So 20% is the minimum. Like, this should be your target. 20% of your monthly salary is going into investments, and I talk about this in the investment videos. So step number 7, you need to develop strategies to increase your income and to give. And I'm going to talk about how you can do this as well in the coming videos, how you can increase your income and how you can also be generous. So generosity just means you find a charity that you want to donate to. Any amount is up to you every year, or you find a person that needs help, or you find a cause outside the country or in the country, or your church, your local mosque, whatever. Just make sure you're charitable, because it goes a long way. What if you do good comes back to you. So those are the 7 steps for you if you live in Switzerland, if you want to achieve financial freedom. Check the rest of the videos in this course so you can go more in depth and begin to achieve all these things. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'd like to encourage you to download the Swiss Money Coach app so that you can have access to all the content and become a member. If you're a member, you can watch all the videos, all the courses, everything, all the interviews we do, even the business strategy courses that we have, you can watch them as well. So I highly recommend you to become a member. And if you're also on YouTube, like this, share it, subscribe, comment, and I'll reply to your comments. And I look forward to seeing you in the remaining videos. Thank you very much and have a good day. Bye-bye.